Good morning, Officer Kenneth Rogers, and to the team of the Army Network. This is why this is why I deserve to have the coffee creamer morning, evening, and afternoon. This is exactly why. This one is set for a pre-wash day. But before I pre-wash my hair, I'm going to moisturize it so that my hair does not pull out of my scalp follicles for being not membrane strong enough. So you use oils first of all, yes, to moisturize your hair, but you also use hair oils in order to prevent breakage coming up on wash day because your hair can break if it is not strengthened at the roots with oils. Okay, so that's my hair currently. That is my hair currently. It is dirty, yes, obviously, because it needs to be washed. And by the way, it's also grayed up. So it's not just dirty, dirty. This is gray hair and dirt mixed together. This is gray hair and dirt started with one follicle right here. And now I have a whole slew of gray hair all over my hair. Okay? I have a whole slew. So that's gray. That's gray and that's healthy gray. Healthy, healthy gray. I mean, but okay. Anyways, let's get into today's lesson talking about time scheduling. Alright, here's what I normally begin with. First of all, as to how I set up my time scheduling for the day. The calendar on my tablet is set up the exact same way. This is how I fill out what I'm doing on paper. And because I have my tablet, I don't need to do it on paper anymore. I can do it on the Google Calendar that automatically comes with the tablet. Okay? So I can be a little bit more strategic in filling out on the Google Calendar descriptions of what my hour would look like in that time frame, minute by minute, thanks to the description portion of the Google tablet calendar, which would then automatically attach itself to the YouTube description profile. So once I've added a product to my morning shower routine in my Google Calendar on my tablet, what that does now is automatically Google will then search for one of my YouTube videos and then automatically add those products to that video for added description purposes, which means less work for me to do because everything is being calculated by the internet generator, otherwise known as AI. So, if there's been a topic and there's a product in the description of the topic, this is where it comes from. This is the original setup of my daily timetable. So, for those of you that are asking, does my 5 a.m. morning prayer work? If you're watching my platform, all 9 of my platforms that I currently have, then yes, my morning prayer does work, which is 5 a.m. Build from prayer. Build from prayer. It will be provided to you. So, this is the handwritten version, and because of the handwritten version, I now have what's known as the technology version, which is that of Google. Okay? Alright, so let's talk about it. Let's talk about some topics. This was written on February 23rd, 2026. And this is what I would like to call me writing down what my music and my life is in regards to, based off of what the interactions are from the sin or the task mentioned in the Bible. Okay? So, I write it based off of how people show up and how people prove themselves to me, basically. So that's how I basically write my attractions in the Bible and who adheres themselves to me, either in the form of, hey, can we work together? Or, hey, I don't like you, type of I don't like you. All right? So let's start off first of all with the I don't like you people. And I get it because I've written down reasons and resources that you have given me as to why you don't like me. I've written it down. Okay? So, February 23rd, 2026. The planning segment. Cara Duo Beauty Pro 24 Soleil Blaze Eyeshadow Palette. Could you be quiet? Looks. How long until I need to use this eyeshadow palette again? Number one, February 23rd, 2026, the shade Glowing to Sunset, Hot Hot, Deep Down, and Blazed. Those were the shades used by me. Code 13 or code 1 half, 1 to 1/3 actives. Song Get Me Bodied, artist Beyonce. Who? Steve Harvey. Mathematical form, don't quite really remember where we were going with this, but this is 9 by 14, which is 126,000, which would take me 5 years to complete the Cara Duo eyeshadow palette, depending on how often I need to pull it out. The song that is also attached to this is Beyonce Blow. Original release date was August 24th, 2024, when I released the imagery look of this song with the Essence blush, the Juicy Melon. The Essence lipped and tinted cheek product. Oh, I have it written down here. Sold out that very day, August 24th, 2024, within less than an hour of 251,000 by 700 units. The game attached to how most people know Steve Harvey is Family Feud, which has been approved. They service on that game show 300 people per year that pretend to be that pretend to be family. They pretend to be family. Some of them aren't even related, but because they want to be seen on television so bad, they don't even agree on what word to put up on the board. They go with their own self thinking category of, oh, gee, it's a mammal. Put the mammal up on the board. Wrong, incorrect. I'm just saying. Code 1, live shows, break and enter, physical assault. Code 7 YouTube videos. Personal ventures is be quiet, however, whom. You've all seen the post by now. Yes, apparently a child has a learning session in music going on that tells me to be quiet. Hmm. What is the live show experience to physical assault? Commercials, free products, housing coverage cost is the normal questions asked when one comes in the home and tells me, oh gee, you've eaten too much of the hot dog buns or you've eaten all the hot dog buns. What do you not have that you think you can get from me? Why attack me when you get it for free already? This is attached to verbal abuse, break and enters, financial theft, property damage, and the end question is why do you do it? I could also ask you the same question. Why do you abuse people? What do you get out of abusing people? What is the elevated message you get in abusing people and telling people, well, you can't be a Christian to do this? What is the elevated message that you get? How empowered do you feel? How magical is it for you? With that being said, thank you all so much for watching as I interpret my life in the Bible, scripture by scripture, verse by verse, in order to tell you how I'm an exemplarified member written in the Bible in the form of Esther. With that being said, thank you so much for watching. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.